Hey man, what's up? My name is Ace on the Track, and today you're listening to The Bace, where we talk about life, music, business, and everything in between. Today I got JSHRIER with me. What's up, JSHRIER?
Not too much,
Jay
fam.
Schreier.
We just JSHRIER. We chilling today.
Yeah?
Feeling comfortable. We in our element today.
Yeah, it's fucking cold outside though.
Fucking cold. I
Yeah.
hate Canada, man.
Yo, trust. You moving to LA anytime soon?
Shit, off the bat, there's a question I can't answer.
No way. Yo, that's actually funny as fuck. We just talked about that. But tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. How the fuck did you get into this music shit? Because I said the same shit to JT. I never really heard your name too much until this summer, kind of, when I really started just seeing your name everywhere, and I met you for the first time, and I just started seeing your name everywhere. So, what's your story, bro?
I'd say that I got into music probably the most organically someone could get into music is just for the joy of doing it. So when I was maybe 14, me and my friend and his older brothers we'd kind of just be fucking around and freestyling, and the first time that I really tried or just even made an effort, they're yo, that wasn't even bad though, you got when you the first time someone's okay, you could actually do something with that, and it was I don't know, when you're young you're just trying to figure out what you're good at. So it's when I was really young and I already knew something I was kind of good at, I kind of just ran with it. So went from just freestyling.
How old were you? In high school type shit?
Yeah, 14, 15
Okay.
maybe. And then by the time I was 17 or 18 and I graduated and went to college, I realized I spent a lot of my time just working on music, even if I wasn't releasing anything or building an image or anything,
Yeah.
for sure, but I realized I was putting more time into music than school. So I kind of just
And you weren't releasing anything?
I released a SoundCloud remix in
Okay.
2017 or some shit.
Oh
but
fuck, yo, that was the SoundCloud era though, so shit.
still, you
But
know?
did it do good though?
Yeah, I don't know. Got a couple thousand plays.
Oh,
Honestly,
shit.
your first song will always do the best.
That's what I say too, because
Organically.
people are yo, this guy makes music now. They'll check it out. If it's good, they'll come back. If it's trash, they won't come back.
For sure. I don't know. People, it was more so just the element of surprise because no one even knew I rapped.
Yeah, exactly.
The only way people would know I rap is if I saw them in person and I would freestyle. And,
Yeah.
I didn't want to be that guy that would always just
Yeah,
be hey, let me freestyle.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You
Yeah.
can know I'm a rapper just when I walk in the room.
Oh shit, damn,
Type shit,
that's
you know?
fucked.
You don't gotta say anything.
Not for real though. But did you go to the studio just cause you're yo like you said, you're spending more time on this music shit than school, so I'm just gonna go to studio record mad songs, or did someone tell you, yo, you gotta go to the studio?
Well, at the time, I had no money. I was 17 maybe, and I forget who, but someone referred me to a studio which is still going. It's actually
What's it called?
it's called MBS Studio in Côte d'Ivoire.
MBS. Okay, never heard of it.
It's a dope spot, but at the time they were letting kids between 12 and 18 record for free.
No way.
Yeah, it was a dope spot.
Yo, they have that. You know J2K?
J2K.
It's at the rec center. What's the rec center called? I don't know. It's near the NDG library, near the fire station. People could just go there and record for free. It's not the best, but
I didn't know that.
MBS
That's
help.
crazy.
I didn't know about MBS. That's fucked.
Yeah, no,
That's cool.
Skyfall.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Skyfall.
where he recorded. Okay, then
that's
yeah,
where
I
he
know
was
MBS.
recording
It's
for,
the
a
brick
minute.
walls and shit.
Exactly.
The
Yeah,
concrete walls. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he was recording for
Okay.
it. So that's where I started, and
Okay.
it was all about just getting comfortable in the studio. Yo, shout out NBS Studio. Shout out
Shout out to you.
Nitai. Yo,
Shout out Skyfall too.
yo, shout out Skyfall doing his
Yeah.
thing, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where I started, and cause it was free, so I would go maybe once a week or whenever there was availability. Looking back, I should have taken advantage of that.
Yo,
I should have
literally,
gone
bro.
5 times a week. I don't know,
Free studio time.
free studio time. You know.
That's crazy.
So that's kind of where I just got an idea of just recording and being comfortable rapping in front of other people and shit like that. And
Yeah, in front of the engineer and whoever else is in the
you
room
know?
and shit.
and then slowly over time, just went from SoundCloud to Spotify to eventually even more recently up to a year ago I released my first music video, and then now it's
What was your first music video?
yeah, I had this track called Reckless Freestyle.
Okay.
It was just something I put out fucking right after COVID. I was I'm bored. I haven't made music in months.
Yeah.
I need to put out a video or some shit.
So this was after COVID, you said?
Yeah,
So you made
August
mad-
2020.
August 2020. Oh, so last year.
Last
okay.
last year.
You've made mad music videos since then, though.
Yeah, maybe 5. Hold on, let me think.
No practice.
No practice. Blue pill. Wake up. Barely speaking.
Too much.
Too much. Reckless, and then so 6.
Damn.
6 since August 2020. That's not that much. Like I could
Yeah,
be
but
doing
think
more.
about it. Like, I know artists who have like fucking 20, 30 songs in the discography on Spotify and shit. One music video, no music video, you know? So that's actually like pretty good because people always like seeing the face.
So important.
Yeah, like even coming on this podcast, for example, like you might not think it, but people want to hear your story, you know?
It's true.
No matter how many followers you have, no matter whatever, like people are interested in that shit. I'm the type of person that's interested
There's
in that
one
shit
person
too.
who thinks that your life is more interesting than theirs.
Yeah, exactly. At least one person.
At
yeah.
least one person.
Yeah, exactly. Like everybody compares themselves to other people. So like, yo,
Which
like,
is fucked up. Don't do that. Bad for your health.
facts.
Don't be doing
it's
that.
it's true though. People fucking do that shit, you know. What the fuck? I just gave you that water bottle, bro.
Bro, I was thirsty, dog.
Yo, that's fucked up. But
Cotton mode.
yo, fuck all that. But yeah, like people just like that shit, bro. Like even me, I'm the type of person that just likes watching No Jumper and
Stuff.
Full Send podcasts and shit like that. And
Most
just
definitely.
just-
I like watching podcasts.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan,
yeah,
Impulsive, for sure.
yeah. I don't watch a lot of Impulsive, but when I do, it's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, still. Even
Dope is Yola, if you know him. He's fire. He's like a WeedTuber, but he does podcasts.
how is that not my job yet?
WeedTuber? Yo, you should
Yo, I
trust me.
should fucking
Even me, I did that shit as a kid. I would just post myself smoking on YouTube and shit, and like this was back then when I used to smoke, and yo, I would get like 1,000 views at least per video. I got one video with 10,000 views. I did it for like a month, and I got like yo, like it's crazy.
Everyone's just YouTubing weed.
Yo, it's fucked up. It's a whole genre, bro. It's literally called WeedTube, and they have a website called WeedTube, but a lot of just YouTubers do it on YouTube. They just post themselves smoking, you know. They get sponsored by like weed companies and shit, so they show weed that they get for free, and they just
Wow.
smoke, and people like seeing people smoke, you know.
It's true.
So yeah,
I like that.
yeah, it's just like it's a whole genre, just like how people like fucking reading books, you know. People like,
like
seeing
smoking
people
weed, like seeing
smoke.
people smoke weed.
Yo, it's
They're like,
actually-
I can't do that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, yo, I bet if I had like people smoking on this podcast, I bet it would get a lot more views just for the fact that there's weed. It's fucked
Vape
up.
Nation, holla at me.
Yeah,
Yo.
trust. You know the struggle, but damn, that's crazy though. But so, how old are you now?
I just turned 21 in September.
21. So you've been doing this shit for like what, 4 years,
The-
5 years?
Yeah, probably like close
That's
to 5 years.
crazy.
Still,
What's-
just getting started though.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
for real. It's the prologue. That's what I like to say. It's the prologue. You know,
prologue.
it's not the beginning of the story yet. But what's your favorite song that you put out so far? Cause you put out a lot of songs. I feel like.
I think I
a
have
good amount.
like maybe like 20 songs in my discography
Okay.
for like SoundCloud, for Apple Music and like Spotify, and I have like maybe 6 or 7 music videos.
Yeah.
But I feel like every project that I do, like I appreciate in a different way. Like I feel like the ones for sure, like automatically, I would say the songs that I have videos for, I fuck with
Those are
more.
your favorite ones?
Yeah, for sure, because it was the ones I think are good enough that like I want to put the extra money, extra time
Yeah.
into, extra effort, you know.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I really like Barely Speaking just because like based off like the reception I got from it, like people.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen mad people repost that.
yeah, a lot of people were like genuinely fucking with it. So I really enjoyed that song too. I just enjoyed like making the music video. Like it was cool having that car for a little bit. Like you know,
Yeah.
it's just like enjoy that shit. Like I think Too Much though, probably like that's the most like passion part. Like you were there for the video. You were in the
Yeah,
video.
the video, bro, that was a fun experience for real. Like, I liked being there. I wish I was there
Shout
the whole
out Ace
day.
on the floor.
Yo, Ace on the floor. That's funny as hell. But even my girl too. You see her in the video. She was just
Just
fucking like that. But
that was
that
the
was-
most fun to shoot, like for sure, bro. That was
Yeah.
like I felt like I was like back in high school doing like a project or some shit.
yeah, like a group play or something
you
like
know
that.
that
you know?
shit was sick.
I'm definitely like, yo, anytime you need extras on music videos, I'm trying to pull up. Cause
Yeah, that shit
I
was
loved it.
was a movie still.
It was so
It
much fun. Like I said, I wish I was there for the rest of the day, cause that video looked crazy. Like literally, the bank scene was like the first, not even 30 seconds or some shit.
Yeah,
So like, and that was like 3 hours, 4 hours that we were just there working, and it's crazy, bro. Like that was a fun experience.
I think that would have to be like Barely Speaking. It's a tie between Barely Speaking or No Practice, like for my favorite song.
Oh shit.
Will that be heard?
Yeah, I don't think
Okay,
so. I
yo,
don't think
hold on,
so.
I'm just gonna turn this shit off.
It's all good. Yo, every time someone's on here, they get mad calls and shit.
Nah.
My guests are busy.
Fuck that. So yeah, Barely Speaking, No Practice probably like are my favorite songs I put out, but like Too Much, like by far my favorite video, like that I put like That yeah.
Are you trying to do more like concept videos like that?
Bro, I feel like after you do something like that, like you can't go back to just having like bitches twerking in front of a
Yeah,
whip.
and
You can't
rapping
do
on the
that.
mic and shit.
No.
I mean, rapping on the in the camera and shit like
Yeah,
that.
like it's not the same.
Yo,
Like you
for
can
real.
still do that, but like you have to have some like next different shit. Like trust me, like the visuals I have planned like coming up for next year that I'm gonna shoot are like hilarious. Like I'm going next level direction with it. Like
Yeah.
like basically I find with like too much it was like you could watch it with like even the sound off and you could like appreciate the video.
Oh yeah, it's a movie.
Or you know, like if you watch the video, even if the sound's playing, you're like, okay, I didn't even like hear anything.
Well, that's
from
the
that
thing. It's
song.
like the song is like a hip hop, you
It's
know,
like a
regular
soundtrack.
song. Yeah, yeah.
It's like a soundtrack to
Yeah.
the movie. You know, like
Yeah.
you don't pay attention to the soundtrack as you're watching the movie. You're like, oh, that was in the movie.
But it's
actually.
still important, kind of. You
You
know,
know?
like it makes you kind of more into it. I feel like, cause yo, think about it. Like in school, they show us like Batman, for example, like Batman scenes with no sound, and it's fucked. Or like Batman scenes with like some reggae music and shit, and it's like fucked up. Like you feel completely different watching it than when it's like the dun, you know, like the dark shit. It's like
That's
sound
true, I
low
didn't
key
even-
makes a movie, but you don't even really realize it.
Mhm.
So like if it was a different song, if you had fucking Baby Shark to do some shit like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
on Too Much on the video, it would have been like
Not the same.
yeah, it wouldn't have been
Not the same. No, they definitely like complement each other.
Yeah.
That's why I did that because I had the vision. Like I'm like the song will go well with like something like that. You know.
That's the thing. I feel like the first vision, like when you make a song and you're thinking like you really fuck with this song and you have a vision for a music video, stick to that first vision you had and
Facts,
like build
instinct
on
over
it.
Everything.
Exactly. Because like if you felt like that the first time you listened to the song, the first time you thought about a video for the song, I feel like that's what the video is meant to be.
For
And
sure.
as long as you build on that vision and like grow it and shit, then that fucking video will be crazy, you know?
But like even like still like going on that topic is like now any video I do, like it doesn't necessarily have to match the song.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I want the visuals to be like captivating enough that like you don't even have to think about the song. Like if you want to listen to my song on itself, it's like play it on Spotify with your headphones and you don't have to watch anything. It's like the
Yeah.
video, like I need the videos to be a whole separate experience from the song.
Why do you want to do that?
Well, yo, I think like a perfect example is I watched the Tekashi 6ix9ine documentary on Amazon.
Okay.
And basically 6ix9ine literally admitted he's like, I know my music's trash, but my visuals though. And he's so right, bro. Like
Yeah.
everything from his social media presence, like what he wore, like everything, like his music videos having like 100 bloods in them, like you know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
went more into depth on it, but I was like, this guy's right. Like his music is totally different from his visuals. Like you could literally hear a song in the club and be like, okay, like the club's turned to it, but like the song is garbage, right? But then
Yeah.
go home and watch the music video and be like, that's hard.
And yo, what's actually like you made me realize something. When you watch a music video for a song, every time you hear that song after that, you'll be thinking of the video.
Yep.
So it's like you're kind of showing the audience what you want them to see, and what you want them to think about, like
Exactly.
subliminally, you know.
Exactly. I think a video makes or breaks a song. That's why not every song deserves
Facts.
a video.
Facts. I feel like there's a lot of people who just make a video to every single song, which is cool too. But I feel like that's a waste of money, honestly, because you really gotta catch people's eyes, catch people's ears, you know. Make that shit fucking crazy. Make that shit memorable. That's the most important part. Catchy song,
memorable.
memorable video. You know.
Keep it simple, make it
Yeah.
memorable.
Yeah. I mean, Too Much definitely was not fucking simple, but I mean, maybe it looked kind of
In
simple.
a way, it's kind of simple.
Yeah, to the audience, it probably definitely looked
Because like when you
simple.
think about it,
Yeah.
like if you do like here's the thing, like it's a dope video, but it could have been better in a way. Like in terms of
everything could be better.
like, everything
right?
could
Yeah.
be better, you know? So
In
that's what I'm
life.
saying. Like there are music videos that are definitely similar to it. Like even it actually came out after I already shot the video. Is Comethazine just did a music video.
Like
which
a
was
bank robbery
like
thing?
a bank kind of like, but it was like a one take. Like the whole thing is like it was a
Oh.
fucking crazy video.
Trying to
but-
watch that.
Yeah, trust you'll watch it after. It's a crazy video, but that's what I'm saying is like not saying it's better than mine or anything like that. It's just like, you know, he kept it simple.
Yeah.
And in a way, like I kept it simple too. Like I could have done every scene like way more crazy. Like everything could be crazier, you know. But like I'm happy with it. I was happy with
Yeah.
the final result, you know.
No, me too. Like I was looking at that. I was actually in Toronto when it came out. I was at
Me too.
yeah, exactly.
I dropped it in Toronto.
Yeah, exactly. That was like a crazy. I was at a fucking. I just got back from Taco Bell, and I was at a like another Mexican restaurant eating my Taco Bell in the Mexican restaurant. But then my girl, it was either my girl or me. If that was like, oh, like the video came out or some shit. It was probably me. I don't know why my girl would say that, but I think it was me. I think I said, oh, the music video just came out, and I watched it like in the Mexican restaurant, and I was going crazy, bro. I was like, yo, no way. My girl was like, oh, I see myself and shit like that. Like, yo, it was cool, bro. Like I felt like an actor, you know. It was actually really fun. And the day we shot it is actually the day I bought that camera.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah, you pulled up with the camera.
No, I pulled that. That was I was actually using CB's camera.
Word.
I told him I pulled up and I was like, "Yo, I'm buying my first camera today," and he was like, "Oh, here's my camera. You can take pictures of us to practice." And I was like, "Bet." And I took pictures of him. He actually posted one, and then I bought that camera that day.
Say less. That's sick.
Yeah, shout out CB though. He killed that shit.
Definitely killed that video.
Nice guy, and he's talented as fuck. I think every podcast I've mentioned CB too. It's kind of fucked up. Like maybe not JT. But yo, when's your next fucking song coming out or album or some shit?
Damn, yo, that's a good question. Yo, honestly, right now, same thing. It's like in the past, I would kind of just like put out music to like maintain relevancy.
Yeah, consistency.
You know,
shit.
but at the same time, like same thing. Like I want to have a song for every video, but like I don't want to compromise. So like if I have like 10 songs, I'm not gonna put out all 10 of them. Like I'll put out 5 of them.
Yeah, like the best
with
ones.
videos, you know.
Okay.
So it's like I'm trying to line everything up. Like right now, I think I could take a little break from releasing anything between now and 2022. Just we're November 30th today, so it's only a month. Give me a time to like build my catalog more, plan everything, and I can't give a release date or anything like that. I don't have one.
It's all good. We'll release month maybe January, February.
Yo, I'm definitely gonna do something in January to start the year off proper. But I definitely have shows coming up. Like for sure, but main thing right now, like I'm trying to travel. Like I think I need.
And do what? Just vacation or, like?
I feel like anywhere I go, it's not really a vacation.
Networking
like
and everything.
Anywhere you go.
Where are you trying to go?
I definitely want to do LA, but like, I don't think I'm at that point yet. Like it's not necessary. Like I wanna build like a lot more before you go out somewhere like that, because it's kind of like you don't want to go to LA to make music there. Like it's gonna fucking bankrupt you. Like Montreal's not a bad city to record your music in, you know.
I mean, every city you can record music in, it's like as long as the studio's good, the engineer's good, right?
Toronto, like every studio is like $60, $75, $80 an hour minimum.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Shit. Well, that's fucking tough.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not that cheap. Like Montreal's pretty similar. It's just like majority of them are like running like high prices, you know.
In other cities, you're saying?
Yeah, for sure. Montreal is like probably one of the better cities to record in. Like between New York, Toronto, LA, for sure. Montreal has good prices, you know. So like, why not build your catalog here and then kind of fucking, you know, make all your videos and try to build your own fan base to the point where like you don't actually have to leave to go there.
Wait, what?
Rephrase that. You don't actually have to like leave your city to get the fans of the place like you want to reach, you know?
Like you want to kind of...
Like you could do it from wherever. So in the sense that... Where was I going with this? I don't know. I don't know. But like
you want to pull up to LA and people already know you there
exactly,
type shit?
Exactly. Okay. Don't like... I'm not trying to fake it till I make it. I'm trying to make it and then make it more.
Yeah. Like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, for example, like you think of a lot of artists and you're like, oh, they're already posted in LA and shit. It's like they didn't just like get up and move the city that they're from and go and live there off whatever money they had. It's like, no, they got signed and like their labels there and they're like, yeah, you could like live here. Yeah. You know?
Exactly.
They're like they're protecting their asset. It's like if you have ops in your city you're from, you're like, oh, we're not just gonna leave you there, like move here. Yeah. Like you have to have enough money that you made on your own already to like be able to live there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of opportunities in LA. But you still gotta have kind of a name, you know. You can't just go up to fucking random people, go to clubs, go to studios and shit, and be like, yo, I'm fucking this, like my name is this is my music, and you should fucking work with me, you know. Like nah,
doesn't work that way, kids.
Does not work like that. So even like any type of shit, engineer, producer, artist, whatever, you can't do that. You gotta have people hear your shit before you approach them. I learned that a lot. Just from like DMing artists, the amount of times I've DM artists and not gotten a response or say like, oh, I already have my own engineer, it's kind of fucked. And then maybe later on in the future, like a year later, they hit me up and they're like, oh, like I see you doing your thing, like let me work with you. So you just gotta wait till you're actually fucking on it, you know.
You know. And even just like the best thing for networking is like try to build a personal relationship before anything.
100%.
You know. So like if somebody fucks with you before you work on anything, they're gonna probably be more inclined to want to work with you or take it more seriously when they work with you.
100%, and it'll be a better vibe whether it's in the studio or filming music videos or anything. It'll just be a better vibe, and wherever you're working, I mean, let's face it, like people like us or whatever, we're not trying to work in a fucking office all the time, and
no sir,
fucking vibes there just. To me, it's I think of the color gray. When I think of an office, I just think of boring shit,
Gray
and
is a good
so
answer.
like, why would I be in the studio with fucking people I hate, in an ugly ass studio doing shit I don't even like music I don't like. That just reminds me of working in an office, So I want to work with people I fuck with. I want to make music I fuck with. I want to be in a comfortable, colorful, nice environment. And I bet as an artist you feel the same. You don't want to pull up to a studio that looks like a fucking office building, and the guy's there is in a fucking suit, in like a fucking suit and tie. And
too corporate. You don't want to you don't want it to be too corporate.
Never that, bro. Like that shit is just. It reminds you too much of the life you don't want. I feel like.
I didn't even look at it that way. That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way before.
It is kind of like that though. If you pull up and it's just like dead vibes, it's like you're not gonna get the best product because it feels like you're like forcing it to be there. Like I feel like especially as an engineer, it should be their job to be like not like an outgoing person. You want to make the person like feel comfortable and like reach their full potential. You don't want them to be like the vibe's dead. Exactly what you're saying.
Make them feel confident.
Agree.
Exactly. Yeah.
For sure, it's important.
So how did you start? Speaking of engineers, how did you start working with JT?
Damn, that's a throwback. Yo, I've known JT since like 2016.
I think he actually told me that. Yeah, on the podcast.
Like a long time ago. So I think I don't know. At one point, like I stopped recording at NBS for whatever reason, and I was looking for like a new studio or at least an engineer. Oh no.
You turned 18 or something, or?
No. I was 16 at this time.
Okay.
I'm trying to put the dates together.
I just figured you stopped recording there because it's not free no more. I don't know.
No. Okay, I was looking for a producer.
Okay.
So at the time, JT was going to, I think, Music Technique.
Yeah.
And I was friends with Waterboy. And he referred me to go JT because that's how they met. They went to school together.
Yeah.
And I just pulled up on JT, and like he cooked me some beats, and like we never really did anything. And then like we stayed in touch and everything. And then over time, we didn't really talk for a while. And then one day we kind of just ran into each other and we reconnected, and we literally just started working together again. And
that's crazy.
I think it's been like a year. I haven't worked with anybody else really.
That's crazy.
Just been recording with him. So.
Yeah,
shout out JT, man.
Yeah, shout out JT, yo, crazy engineer, crazy producer. Was actually he's an interesting guy too. When he came on the podcast, like he had a lot of stories to tell.
JT is like my boy. He's not just exactly. That's why I get the best vibe when I record with him because like we're actually homies like that. So
yeah, exactly.
It's definitely important to have people you fuck with in your circle that you're working with.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, 100%. Or else, like you said though, you'll just make some trash music,
Oh God.
And be depressed while you're at it.
Well, like literally when I went to Toronto and I recorded in that studio, like it was a super sick studio, like proper. Even the engineer was very proper. It was just like, I didn't know the guy. And it was like my first time.
MBS, you're saying?
No, in Toronto.
Oh, in Toronto, my bad.
So that was the first time I worked with anybody literally other than JT for a year.
That's crazy.
So I feel like I didn't get my best product recording there. Because,
it was like a waste of time?
Yeah, kind of, in a way. It's like you'd rather just work with somebody who like you have like almost non-verbal communication with. Like you're in the booth, you're just like, yo, run it back, and they know where to run it back from. Like you don't they just know.
That's very important. Chemistry between the engineer and artist.
So important.
We were actually, when we went to Toronto, Swizzy and I were gonna go to a studio and like record there or whatever, whether I was the engineer or someone else, whatever. But then we realized like, yo, why are we about to spend like 60, 70 an hour to do all that when I could just like bring my equipment to the Airbnb and just record there?
Facts.
And that's what we did.
Save the guap, man.
Yo, save the money and like, stick between ourselves. No other fucking random people that we don't know in the room. So that's just weird. But I see you do a lot of shows, like a good amount of shows on your Instagram. Do you fuck with that shit?
Yeah, I think there's two things that I would say as an MC separates me from every other artist, and it would be like my ability to perform live and my freestyling.
Yeah, your freestyling's good.
That respect, bro, respect. But I think that like anybody could make a good song, you know, or at least one time. Like that's why there's a lot of one-hit wonders. You can make at least a good song, you know. Anyone could rap, anyone could sing.
With the right engineer, the right producer, yeah.
For sure, but you have to, especially as a rapper, you have to have something that like separates you, you know, because like I've seen a lot of artists perform like all over the world. Openers, people who are on tour with like big artists, you know, like Montreal artists, Toronto artists, and like it's kind of just like if you don't have that energy live, like I feel like that's what separates you from everything. Because like at the end of the day, that's how you make your money as an artist, is touring, like being an entertainer. If you don't give good live shows, no, like you know, like look what happened with like perfect example, Coileray. Like she kept having dead shows. People are just like, bro, why would I go pay to like? First off, I kind of like Coileray's music. She's fire, but perfect. Even Rico Nasty too. Like that's fucked up. What the
I don't know too much about that.
She was opening for Playboi Carti on his tour, and like for some reason on every show she just kept getting booed off.
What the fuck?
I don't know, like, and it really fucked her up. Like that would fuck me up too.
Yeah.
Like that's Rico Nasty's fire too. Like I don't know what's wrong with people. They're just like the internet's just so disrespectful.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Like that Coileray shit, I know exactly what you're talking about. That Rico Nasty.
That ruins your image.
It really does, cause like, what we were talking about, people like seeing your face and shit in music videos, podcasts, interviews, whatever. It's even more like that with touring and shows. People like seeing you in person. It's so
in person.
Yeah, it's personal, you know?
And like 90% of rappers can't even rap live. Like they just run around.
Like, yo, if the auto-tune doesn't work, they're like, all right, we got to cancel the show, you know? Like, it's kind of fucked.
It's bad. Like,
yeah.
So I feel like that's what separates you. So like if, say, for example, right? You could be the bigged fan of like Lil Baby or Travis Scott, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Travis Scott, bad example.
Yeah, he's a crazy performer.
I'm not using him. No. I just mean based on what's going on. I'm not gonna use him as the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, let's say like Lil Baby and Gunna, right?
Yeah.
So imagine you really fuck with their music like more than anything, and you go to one of their shows and they're absolutely terrible. I'm not saying they are, but like imagine they're absolutely terrible, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna fuck with them less as an artist.
For sure, 100%. Like that's the thing that could make them fuck with you less. Like
so then on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you kind of not dislike, but you don't fuck with someone's music like that, and then you see them live and you're like, yo, that was hype as fuck, you like them now.
That's crazy, but it's true. Yeah. I never looked at it like that.
Perfect example, one year, I think it was Osheaga 2018, on the last day, Brockhampton was headlining over Post Malone. Which when you think about it, you're like, what, how? Yeah. Like, size-wise, like, that doesn't really
streams
make sense.
And everything like
you know?
that, yeah.
So, I was like, how is Post Malone not headlining Osheaga? And, like, I was like, I don't even know who Brockhampton is. Like, someone was like, oh, they're a boy band. And I was like, what do you mean they're a boy band? Like, but they're a rap boy band, I guess, okay?
There's not many of those, by the way.
I don't think there's any of those.
Yeah.
but they're fire. I fuck with Brockhampton. Yeah. So I had never heard their music before. I didn't know what they looked like. I didn't know what they sounded like. All I knew they were a boy band headlining over Post Malone, whose music I do know and I enjoy. So I was kind of mad. I was like, what is this? These guys put on the craziest fucking show.
Really?
Yeah, craziest show I ever seen. I was a fan instantly after that. Went home, downloaded all their music.
Shit.
They were hard.
That's a perfect example then.
Perfect example. Didn't know who they were.
That's crazy. I don't I've never listened to no Brockhampton song, you know? Really?
Yeah.
Is it like lyrical rap?
No.
Or it's actually like trap shit,
it's like, like there's definitely lyrics, but it's like smooth as fuck. Like,
I mean, even you're kind of lyrical, but like smooth.
Kinda.
So it's like kind of like your vibe or what? Or no?
Damn, who could Brockhampton's in their own lane. Like they're honestly in their own lane. Like they're doing
shout out Brockhampton.
Shit.
That's fucked. I never heard of them. Well, I've heard of them, but I never listened to their music or nothing. But
tough. But that's a good example. So like, I think that's what could make or break having a new fan. And I think that's why I've even like been able to get to the point that I'm at, is because I've done so many shows, and the people who do see me perform live end up fucking with me after, if they either didn't get the chance to listen to my music or didn't listen to it how it should be listened to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, facts. Anybody can be in any state of mind when they're listening to a song.
Just be like, fuck that song.
Yeah, exactly. Like whether they're having a bad day, whether like they're listening to it, they're distracted with their fucking girl screaming at them or some shit. They're like, yo, like fuck this shit, I'm gonna turn it off, and then they'll never listen to your music again. But if they happen to go to a show
and they're forced to
Yeah, they're forced to watch you because you're opening for that show or something, and they see you, they hear you, they see you, everything like
Feel
that.
you.
They feel you.
They feel
And they're
you.
like, yo, what the fuck? Who is this guy? They go into their fucking phone, realize you're in their recent search history, and they're like, wait, what? That guy's fucking crazy, you know?
Facts.
So I think you're absolutely right about that. Shows, first
Make or
of all, yeah, make or break your career.
Exactly.
Because you get, like you said, you get paid the most off shows compared to streams. It's
Streams,
fucked.
merch, everything. You like even your record deal. Like, depending on if you don't completely fuck yourself on a deal, like you get to keep all your money from touring.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're signed, you don't get to keep literally all of anything ever.
I mean, you gotta pay like tour managers and fucking engineers and like live engineers.
Like yeah,
and
but
shit.
it's like taken into account. Like most artists like put up their own money for a tour.
Oh,
lot
okay, and
of
then
artists do
everything
that.
they make, you're saying,
It's
yeah,
a
it's like
profit.
starting up a company basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't think about it like that actually, but
A lot of artists do that because like if your label's putting up the money for the tour, imagine how much of the money they're keeping.
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Yo, that's true. So they're beforehand they're paying the tour managers, the security guards, the
Well, they just do they pay for everything that's needed for a tour, just like every single thing, and then anything they make from ticket sales, merch at the shows, they keep 100% of it's all profit.
Yo, you know what's fucked actually? You mentioning merch. I seen at that Kanye listening party, like however long
Didn't
he
he
was.
make like 300K?
Bro, I don't even know, but I think I saw Chicken. Or maybe this was at Coachella or it was at Kanye show. Chicken, it was like $300 or some shit for some chicken strips, something like that, or $50. I don't know, something crazy, bro, for some chicken.
What
And
the
like,
fuck?
so yo, when you're like established like that, you could be selling like your own food because they were selling food from what's that restaurant, bro? Nobu. They're selling Nobu food, and it was like mad expensive, but he was probably keeping like a good amount of that.
Well, I've
you know?
actually looked into like organizing your own festivals, and it kind of like works crazy how it's crazy. It's fucking crazy how it works because, like food vendors and like stands, they're
Yeah.
actually paying you.
Well, yeah,
there.
exactly. So they're selling their own food.
And you're getting a percentage of everything they sell too.
Exactly, because
Crazy.
like they're getting so many customers from so many people being in the same area,
Exactly.
nowhere else to eat.
So
you know,
in this case of like Astroworld or like Lyrical
Yeah.
Lemonade Fest, Travis and Cole Bennett are making money off of fucking
Bro.
everything that's sold at that festival.
because they tell the people, yo, you can come in, but you can't leave. Like if you leave, you can't come back in. So yo, you're not gonna get
forced.
food.
You're forced to
you're
eat
forced to
there.
buy the food. You're forced to buy the water. You're forced to buy the fucking Kush from the guy selling Kush. You know what I mean? Like you're forced to buy everything in that own little. It's a little city. You know. For
I was
that
at
day.
Oceago one year, and someone had like a giant handle, like a handle, like of like a bottle, like
Okay.
the ones
Oh,
with
yeah, the
handle on it, like
1.14
giant ones.
liters.
I'm like,
Yeah.
how the fuck did they sneak that in?
Yeah,
here?
yo,
I'm
yeah,
like, bro,
literally.
that makes no sense.
Yo, that's actually kind of fucked up. I never.
I was genuinely curious how that
Yo,
happened.
I'm trying to go to some festivals. I've never been. I've never been to Oceaga, Metro, any of that shit. I'm trying to go.
I think I'm
But-
gonna do Il Sonic this year.
You're gonna perform?
No,
Oh,
no, I mean, I'm just kidding. I don't. That would be interesting.
make some EDM songs and perform at
I
Il
could do
Sonic.
that.
Yo, I'm actually one of my goals. I'm not really trying to be like a live engineer or whatever. That's not really my end goal at all. But I'd be down as fuck to engineer live for Rolling Loud or some shit.
For sure.
That'd be really cool. 'Cause I did a little show, it was like 50 people. That was fun. So imagine Rolling Loud, it's like 200,000 people or whatever. Like,
Live. So you want to be a live engineer then?
I don't want to be a live engineer, not at all.
Just like if you were graced with the opportunity.
Yeah, 'cause like my client, he was doing a show, and I'm his engineer. So he was like, "Yo, who the fuck else am I gonna have as my live engineer?" So he brought me. I brought my equipment and shit, and they had their speakers and microphones and all that, and I just did it, and it was fun. So it's like, yo, let's say I have a client who's big as fuck. He's about to do Rolling Loud. He's like, yo, come be my DJ. I can do that. Of course I can do that. So it'd be mad fun.
Rolling Loud, holla at my boy. Come on now.
Yo, for real, bro. Like I can do that. I promise you. That'd be fucking fun. Not even like just 'cause the fact that like I'm on stage or whatever, just seeing all those people react to like the song that like I mixed or whatever, is cool. So I can't even imagine for you, bro, when you're at a show and the people are fucking getting hyped up to you and shit. That must be the greatest feeling in the world.
You don't.
Tell me
don't
that's
even
not
feel
better
it.
than wait, what?
What were you gonna say?
I said, tell me that's not better than sex.
I knew what you were gonna
Yeah.
say. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, like that must be the greatest
Damn.
fucking feeling, bro. Like
Nah, honestly, it's
that's crazy.
pardon. It's kind of weird because you're so like you have so much adrenaline and like
Yeah.
there's so much going on, like you don't feel shit. like at all. Like you don't feel anything when you're performing. Like you're just focused on like giving the best show,
Yeah.
and like the feeling will come from afterwards, knowing you left a good impression.
Oh,
For sure. Like you don't
okay.
realize it at all when you're performing,
Yeah.
but like after it's like, and I don't do it for the validation either. So like I don't give a fuck if anyone comes up to me and goes like that was hard or not.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting paid for every show I do. So at the end of the day, it's like if people want to show their admiration or their respect, cool. Like I definitely appreciate it because at the end of the day, like the music's for the people. You know, it's not just for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's more so like the connections you build from it, or like the new fans, new listeners. You know, so it's like if I know I leave a show and I'm like, oh, I just got like 50 new followers, like that makes you feel good, not because I care about clout, but because I know I did something right.
Yeah, 100%. Have you left a show with 50 followers extra?
Like maybe not 50, but like the time I opened for like Chris Webby in like 2018.
Oh, you opened for Chris Webby?
Yeah, a minute ago, like 2018.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 2018. And
how'd you wait? Real quick, how'd you get that?
Literally, funny enough, Josh hit me up and he's like, yo, Chris Webby is coming and they're looking for openers. I was like, bet. So I emailed the promoter and like I sent him my music and I got put on that day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out One Track Mind.
Trust. Well, technically, you just told me about it. I still made it happen.
Yeah, that's true.
But shout out One Track Mind. Shout out Josh. He got that one. Nah, he got me the second one when I opened for Dax. He actually got me that.
You opened up for Dax too?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
After. Well, because it was through the same promoter. So like, look, it technically was a 50-50 because at that time One Track Mind didn't even exist. Josh had a page called Talent of the Underground.
Yeah.
And
he was telling us about that.
And basically, that was the first like hip hop event that like Josh ever went to, and like it was the first real show I opened for, you know. So like I brought Josh because he was actually technically my manager at the time.
Really?
Yeah, me and Josh
this
go
guy
way
wasn't
back.
telling me about that.
Trust, like because it's a very brief chapter.
He was telling me that he knew you for mad time though.
Oh yeah, no, I've known Josh for like 10 years, but he was my manager for like 6 months, like when I was in CJEP.
That's crazy.
Like before he had One Track Mind or anything like that. So I brought him to the show with me and got him in as my manager, and then he did his fucking networking voodoo, and he became like somehow like boys with the promoter who put together the show. They stayed in contact. Josh started working.
I think I actually heard this story on Loki MTL.
Yeah,
I think he was
went
talking
to the strip club with Chris Webby.
Yeah, he was talking like a waitress or something. Yeah, exactly.
Yo, he scooped a bartender over one of the rappers. It was fucking funny. But
yeah, that's just
so he stayed in contact with the promoter, and then like 6 months later, the same promoter was bringing Dax to Montreal, and like he fucked with my opening set. He fucked with Josh, and Josh was like, "Yo, put on HRIER," and he did.
That's crazy.
So yeah, so when I opened for Chris Webby, I guess it was really my target audience because it was just like, you know, the headliner is a white lyrical rapper, so I guess a lot of white fans would fuck with my music like that.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I mean, you're not gonna go open up for fucking
like who's a good example?
I don't know, Madonna or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Target audience. You know, like even if like Fabio Foreign came to Montreal, like I wouldn't try to open for Fabio because I don't make drill music. Like,
and everybody would be like, "Yo, who the fuck is this guy?" You'd lose fans probably.
Like exactly. You don't make drill music. Like you got to know your audience. Like if like Lil TJ comes to Montreal, he's a melodic rapper. Like I'm not gonna go in there and like do like hype shit when it's a bunch of like 16-year-old white girls who are trying to listen to Lil TJ.
Exactly. Yeah, you got definitely a different audience.
You know, so know your audience. So after that audience really fucked with me, and like afterwards, I think I got like 15 or 20 new followers. Like a bunch of people came up to me just to ask me what my name was. Like it was cool.
That's cool as fuck. That must be a great feeling.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was like 18, so my priorities of like what I think is like cool or what I think is important have changed a lot over the years. So it's like especially for music, like I really. Like I'm at a point like, bro, especially like a lot of people think that being a rapper gets you more girls. It's like the opposite. Every girl just thinks you're gonna play them because you're a rapper, but it's like I'm a human being. I just make music. So it's like type shit. Like it's at a point where it's like I used to like only fucking like leave the crib if I was wearing like my chains like this or fucking wearing designer. Now it's like, bro, I don't give a fuck what people think. I spent so much money to hold up an image basically just for what other people think about me. Yeah. It's like, you know, like I enjoy these things. Like I like nice clothes and I like jewelry and that shit, but it's like I don't buy it for other people, but at the same time it's like you're doing it to basically impress people. You're trying to flex.
I mean, that's what's sad about kind of like trying to make it as like an artist.
For sure.
You still got to you portray some type of image. You choose what image that is, and different types of people will fuck with you based on what your image is. True. You know, so if you're, you know, wearing jewelry and designer, A lot of people like that. A lot of people look at you like, damn, yo, who the fuck is this douchebag trying to look cool?
Exactly, yeah,
But then a lot
so-
of people will be like, oh, like, yo, like, what the fuck?
But
Like,
at the same time, if your money's right, you know, and you have your priorities, so it's like if you're somebody whose money isn't right and your priorities are designer,
no,
you're
yeah.
not broke. You're broke in the head because,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean. Like, why
Yeah.
are you caring what a next man's wearing when you could just get your money up and if you want to buy those
Facts.
things, you could buy those things.
Facts.
And it's like then there's people who have 10 times more money than me, 100 times more money than me, and they'll never buy those things because they don't care about them.
Yo, exactly.
You know,
Like, you see Adam Sandler, bro. Like,
bro, this guy's worth $500 million. He wears the same thing.
Mark
Bill Gates.
Zuckerberg. Yo,
Because they don't have to tell anybody. The fact that Drake still wears jewelry is hilarious.
yeah, no. I
Drake
mean,
could pop out in a Nike Tech fleece suit. Everyone just knows he's Drake. They know how
but
rich he
it's.
is.
I think he's still trying to portray that image. Like, you know, like, I don't know. He made this Instagram post. I was talking about it with Travis too. It's like his Rolls Royce thing, where he just like he was renting this Rolls Royce every month to keep up an image.
Keep up the image.
And so I think he's like still trying to keep up that image, you know? Because when you look at Drake, when you think of Drake, you think kind of just like cleanliness, luxury, like that
Yeah.
lifestyle. You know what I mean? I think of just, I don't even think of like girls and fucking drinking and drugs and all that shit. I just think of like clean
I've seen
fashion.
Drake smoke
you know?
weed on camera like twice.
That's what I'm saying. You don't.
know?
He doesn't portray that type of
He
image.
smokes weed.
No, yeah, for sure.
But
He
you know?
he goes to the club, he drinks, but he doesn't like he just portrays an image of like, yo, like I'm balling, but in like the most simplistic way. I feel like when you look at his clothes, like you know that outfit's worth $1 million, but it
But
looks like it's just
yeah,
it's
you
so
know?
simple, you know.
Simple.
So I think that's what I think of when I think of Drake. Just
True.
clean
Class.
luxury, class. That's
know?
that's the
Drake
word I was
class.
looking for. Class.
Fuck
You
yeah,
know?
you're right. He's
So-
kind of like the Frank Sinatra of rap when you think about it.
Yo, yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
Low key though, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're onto something.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, bro, like he's wearing this jewelry, but I feel like it's not the type of jewelry that you see the Migos wearing. You know, it's the jewelry that like it's small, maybe like it's like that type of shit, but it's worth
Worth it.
fucking $1 billion. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
what's
Like,
funny? What's funny about my chain is it's probably nah. I'm not even gonna say. It. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's probably worth more than most rappers' chains in Montreal who have insane pens.
but it's simplistic. You
know,
know,
it's simple.
Simplicity.
Simple.
I don't know, simple.
It's
Yeah.
simple. It's easy.
It's just
you know,
simple.
it's
Exactly.
enough that like if you looked at it on first glance, you're not like okay, like that's insane. But if you actually like take the time to look at it, you're like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah, and that like that kind of shows that you know, you don't really give a fuck that like yo how big my chain is, how this you know it's like I know how much it's worth, I know what it means to me, and fuck everybody else, you know.
Exactly.
And that's a good way of fucking living life, cause fuck everybody else.
Well, bro, that's also like why the rap game's so saturated. Think about how many people are just doing it for the wrong reasons.
I would say most people are doing it for the wrong reasons. It's kind of fucked
Most.
up.
That's why, like, bro, like, here's what's fucked up, right? Like, how many people do you think were actually doing Xanax and then rapping about it? Or how many,
Yo.
compared to how many were listening to rap about it or rapping about it and then started doing Xanax or doing drugs like that on
Bro.
any scale?
That shit is like the saddest thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, even me, I've experienced shit like that just because of like shit I see or hear. You know what I mean? Like especially as a younger kid, cause like
You gotta have a strong mind,
strong mind, you don't get influenced easily.
especially in music, bro.
Bro, the shit you hear, the shit you see, whether you're just a fan or whether you're in this shit, you know, as an artist, engineer, producer, whatever, you gotta stay strong because a lot of the shit you'll see, a lot of the shit you'll hear, a lot of the shit you'll be offered could fuck up your whole life.
Bro,
And-
even me, fuck, like recently, like I've definitely been falling a little too much into like the lifestyle of it, you know, like enjoying the, like I'm not talking here like I fucking have 10 million in the bank, but you know,
Yeah.
like you know, just enjoying things I couldn't enjoy before, and you know, trying to portray an image of like you know, I could go to the club and pour a fucking bottle on the floor if I want, but it's like why am I doing that? It's like just like falling into the lifestyle,
Yeah.
like with like the girls and the alcohol. It's like thank God I never got into fucking drugs like ever. Like I smoke a lot of weed, but like nah, we don't do drugs on this side.
Yeah,
just
bro.
whack.
I even seen you comment on
Yeah.
unknown artist post.
Yeah, you know, don't sip lean.
Yeah, exactly. So like, don't, bro. Like, there's no point. You know what I mean?
No point.
Fucking
Bro,
everyone's
what
been
happened
through,
when the rappers were selling it? The rappers are supposed to sell the drugs, not do them.
Yo, that's that exactly, bro.
fuck?
Like that. Well, I mean, shit. That's a whole nother
That's
fucking
a whole other
conversation.
story. Yeah,
but
for real. Fuck.
fucking literally, like the rappers are the ones who turned into the ones that like fell into that trap, you know, and then they started rapping and singing about it, and then boom, it creates a whole new fucking generation of people who fell into the trap and started rapping about it. You know what I mean? Like Juice WRLD was listening to you. You know, I mean, everyone's heard this story. He started doing drugs because of Future, or whatever. Future was rapping about drugs, so Juice WRLD started doing drugs, and then he started rapping about drugs.
I know a few people like that. Like
yeah,
yeah, you know,
bro. Like a lot of people. I'm like, rest in peace, Juice WRLD. But a lot of people out here probably that
Pop
listen to
Perks.
rap, pop perks, pop fucking Zans, pop all this shit because they listen to people like Juice WRLD.
Yep.
And
Lil Peep, Lil Xan.
Peep.
Lil Xan's like, I'm anti-Xan. It's like you have Xan in your name.
Yeah, like bro, like they think like yo, like this rapper, he's depressed, and they're like, I'm depressed. This rapper I'm listening to is depressed, but this guy is happy because he's popping pills and doing drugs and shit.
And
He
it got
seems
him rich and
happy.
famous.
It got him rich and famous. Like, yo, let me try that. Like, I'm sad as fuck too. Let me try that. And then it fucks them up, and they end up overdosing the next year. You
Yep.
know, like, bro, it's sad as hell.
Even like fuck,
It's
like
sad.
even like yo, like all this like I used to really be into like, you know, like gangster rap, like, you know, like hard shit, talking about kill. It's like I'm not about
Killing
that
and
at all.
robbing people. Yeah.
Whatever. It's like, bro, like that shit's kind of played out now. It's like, you know how many artists in like the last like 5 years, like just to like drugs and gun violence alone, that like that the industry is lost and like the game's lost, and like, bro, like this shit's played out. Like when I hear it now, I almost just go like, ugh. Like I'm like, not another one. And it's like, bro, how many people out of all the rappers out there's a lot, but how many you think are actually popping bodies or catching bodies or like actually have guns and like actually use them?
Who knows? That's actually
Not a
unknown.
lot.
It's an unknown ask fucking
That's
question.
you know, that's an unknown statistic.
Yeah.
And it's just like promoting something that like
It can get you fucked over hard.
yeah,
Especially
there's nothing
if
good about
you were
it.
never in that lifestyle. Like you said,
Especially.
it's everything bad, you know. But if you're just a regular kid and you start talking about all that, and then you start hanging with the wrong people,
So easy.
It's really easy to. It's sad to say it, but literally lose your life over it because you wanted to look cool for other people that really don't care.
Forget
you know?
even that. It's like if that's what you lived and that's what you saw every day, like, and that's what like you experienced.
That's a whole
like,
different story.
No, that's not a different
You don't
story
think
because
so?
if you actually live that, you know how bad it is.
Oh yeah, then why would you
So
want to
why are you
promote
promoting it?
Yeah, facts.
You know, like
I
why are
mean-
you promoting it? You could like still tell the story about what you've seen. There's a bunch of artists who do that. Like
Yeah.
Kendrick does that, J. Cole does that. They've never promoted that shit in their life. They talk about everything they've seen because
Yeah.
of it and why.
But
like,
even then, some people will hear that in those types of songs about like people like saying like how bad it is. People will hear that and be like, "Yo,
I want that.
I want
Why?
that." You know, like bro, it's I don't know. It's this generation, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's probably happened in every
yeah, it's
generation.
always been that way.
Yeah, it's probably always been that way. But it's just people like
Why did
trying new
every
shit.
white kid want to be Eminem? Like why?
Exactly. And now every white kid or every kid wants to just fucking not every kid, but a lot of kids just want to do drugs. A lot of kids want to fucking kill people for no reason, bro. It's crazy. But fucking enough about that
yeah,
shit, bro.
Fucking
That was a whole
consequences of hip hop. It's a real thing.
consequences of hip hop. That's actually a clickbait ass title.
Yeah, the consequences of hip hop. I like that.
That's a good title. No cap. But what were we were talking about shows, eh?
Yeah, shows. Okay, yeah, we fell into the lifestyle and like validation and talking about shit like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, like I don't know. I won't lie. It's a good feeling, you know, like to get recognized for what you do. Like if you're walking down the street and you're with a friend or you're
I
like
bet
with a
it
girl
is.
and someone's like, "Yo, JSHRIER," like like that's nice. Like if it feels good, it just to like, cause bro, at the end of the day, you could have thousands of followers. Not everybody's clicking that like button. Not everybody is dropping a comment. No one is sliding in your DM to tell you they're proud of you for what you're doing and that they see the work that you're doing. No one does that. You don't get recognized. You don't get validation. So when someone actually like, people will only literally give you like respect where it's due when they see you face to face because they realize like, oh shit, this guy's like actually doing it. You know, like it's real.
It happens a lot with me as an engineer.
For sure.
Nobody really tells me like, yo, you're actually doing this shit until they pull up with their friend, like who's a client.
Bro, don't even sell yourself short. You're not just an engineer, bro. Your man's is on everything this year, yo. Like I respect
you.
that heavy, bro. Like
Yeah.
I always have respect for you. Then I see it's like, okay, man's taking photos now. Okay, man has the podcast now.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like
I don't know what
see-
else I'm gonna do though, but
Bro, just find what you
Yeah.
enjoy doing the most, and what you
Yeah.
think is like well, obviously engineering will always be like your main thing, you know.
100%.
That's gonna be like the source of the big bands, you
Bro,
know.
because it's taking me places and taken me to people who I would have never met, who I would
For
have
sure.
places I would have never been. You know,
Bro, you probably couldn't have the podcast if you never started.
never, bro.
You
How would
know?
I know you? How would I know fucking
Anybody
that
even
I've had so
same.
far?
If I
Like,
never started rapping, I wouldn't know so many people like in my life right now. That's crazy.
And I think it's important as a engineer, as a producer, as an artist, anybody in our type of shit. It's important to your circle should be people who are doing the same shit or
Yes.
who should be like helping you, whether it's like a
Motivating
manager or or just
Even
motivating
you.
But like fuck having like your best friend. I mean that no, I shouldn't even say that. But like the people you hang around with like every day, if you hang around people every day, shouldn't be just random people who you like to smoke with or you like to
Should
chill
be
with.
like-minded individuals.
Like-minded
Or
individuals.
like you could have people in your life who like don't serve much more of a purpose other than like just hanging out with them. Like there's nothing
Making
wrong
you
with that,
happy.
having
Yeah,
acquaintances,
for
you
sure.
know. But like the people you should be around the most should
Yeah,
be the
yeah.
people who are pushing you
Exactly.
closer to your goals.
Exactly.
For
And
sure.
Travis was talking about this a lot, but like having a team, you know,
Yeah, it's so important.
it's really important because a lot of artists will fail because they think they could do it themselves. Even me, I've gotten help from a good amount of people, and I probably wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for other people's like opinions and ideas and shit. And I'm not just talking about random people who like
For sure.
I just text like, oh yo, like what do you think about this? What do you think about that? It's like whether it's my mom, whether it's people like I make way or on a roll, whether it's just like really close friends, or my girl who knows me best who could like fucking say like, nah,
Be
you're
honest
fucking
without
up.
ripping your heart out.
Exactly,
You
you know?
know?
So it's like you got to get ideas and opinions from many different people. Not many, but just different people.
Well, like I'm blessed now because like I feel like I don't have like even just like one team. I feel like I have multiple. Like
yeah, like Baha'i.
fucking 750. It's like those are my
Yeah.
brothers. It's like it's not even just on like a business relationship. Like do this, do that together. It's like yo, like I'm with them all the time. Like those are my boys. Like and I know they'd have my back like for anything like outside of music. You know?
Exactly.
So I find that
Yeah.
that's so important to have. And then like even just people who. Just a team, like having a support system, like anything, and you just need help, bro. Like
Yeah.
you can't do everything yourself, Like even like every rapper who's like the most independent rapper of all time still has their friends. They have their crew they roll with. They have their
Exactly.
right hand man, everything.
A manager probably,
You know, for sure.
Which I guess could be your right hand man. But yeah, bro, it's actually like really important. And kind of back to the topic about like, bad lifestyle choices, drugs, whatever, all that shit. These people in your life, like your support system, your team, they could help you not fall into that. They could help you stay fucking strong, like keep your head on your shoulders. Because, I think as an artist or as anybody in this industry, it's hard to not fall into all this shit. And good people around you who, are strong-minded and everything and motivating, they'll tell you, yo, like, it's not worth it. Like, you're doing bless, stick to that shit. And, they'll help you when you need the help. And I feel like even me, but a lot of other people, it's just kind of like, not insecurity, but it's like shamefulness of like asking someone like, yo, or like telling someone like, yo, like I'm not feeling the best, like can you just talk to me, can you like make me feel better? A lot of people don't do that. Even me, I don't really fucking do that shit, but it's really important.
For me, like I guess I used to kind of be hesitant to like want to like rely on people,
reach out,
but
and
I
shit.
kind of realized like after like a while, like a lot of other people aren't, and they'll like put their problems on you.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes it doesn't even matter necessarily if they're gonna offer you any solutions to your problems. Like you just need to talk, let it out, and it's
literally.
Like, that's the power of social media. It's like you could literally just write it in message, and like even just writing it out to somebody, and even if they just go, "Yo, that's crazy, bro," it's like you wrote it out.
Yeah.
Like you already feel better. Like you told someone, you like someone else.
Exactly.
I go by kind of like like we were saying kind of before we started. Like don't compare yourself to people. But at the same time, it's also helpful for your issues because, like, someone's always got it worse than you.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's
in
like
that sense, it's okay.
Yeah, someone's always got it better than you. That's why J. Cole's song "Love Yours" is the best fucking song I think like of hip hop in the last like 20 years. Legit, like it's one of the best songs ever made. It's just like it's so real. It's just talking about how like everything good, everything bad in your life, you just have to love yours. You have to love your life, because fuck, like you could have it worse, you could have it better. So what? Bro, it doesn't matter. It even applies to like the richest people. Like even if they're not happy, bro, like you could have a fucking $2 million car. There's gonna be someone out there with a $2.5 million car. It's like
Exactly.
You could have both. It's like, does that mean like you're any happier?
No, not at all.
So
I do. I disagree though when people say like maybe not disagree, but you know how like most people, they say money doesn't buy happiness. I kind of disagree with that a little bit. It's cause like let's say you're unhappy because you live in a poor neighborhood. You don't got a lot of food to eat. In that sense, money can buy you things like that can make you happier. You know what I mean? If it makes you happy to have your family going to a nice school, to have your kids going to a nice school, wearing nice clothes. And I'm not talking about designer. I'm just talking about regular,
Yeah.
whether it's Walmart clothes or anything like that. Money could get that for you. So it's like money does kind of buy happiness to a certain extent, but I'm not saying that any person who's fucking rich is happy.
For sure not. No.
I feel like I honestly,
When you
from
don't
what
have
I
to
see,
worry about like the little
exactly
things,
comfort,
Comfort.
and money buys you comfort most of the time. So it's comfort makes you happy.
For sure.
And so yeah, like in that sense, I don't want to be the type of guy who says, yeah, like money buys you happiness and shit. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not that it doesn't buy you happiness. It's a little bit in between. That's the way I look at it.
Just remember, a girl could leave you anytime she decides, but money
can't.
leaves you when you decide.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Facts.
Remember
You
that
heard
one?
it here first, motherfuckers.
Yes, sir. That's
Facts.
no cap. Yo, that's a gem for all the men out there. Just remember that.
Yeah, yo. It's true though. So, yeah, mad people will say like, yo, money can't buy you happiness, but find yourself a nice girl, start a family. That gets you
That
happiness.
uses you for your money.
Like shit. That's controversial though.
Not really. Like,
For most people I feel like it would be.
you think so?
Yeah, bro. Like if I was just like, yo, if I were to say that to someone, like a random person, they'd be like, yo, shut the fuck. What are you talking about? Like my wife loves me and shit. And like, yo, I don't know.
Now.
I don't know.
Now she does.
Yo, I don't know. Yeah, trust. I don't know. Oh shit, I'm getting a little bit off topic. But,
Nah, we could
yeah.
we could venture into this. There's so much to say on this. It's like
Yo, for real though.
goes deep.
Yeah. I love my girl though. So.
No,
I don't
Nah,
wanna go too deep.
this is all like hypothetical scenarios.
Oh yeah, no.
None of this is actually personal life related.
Okay, then yeah, women can fuck you over.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, men can fuck you over too. Like,
Oh yeah, bro. That's the thing. Humans can
It's
fuck
just kind
you
of
the
humans.
fuck over. Humans are a different kind of breed.
But here's also a thing. I think in a way, like a lot of people say men and women can't be friends, which in a way, like I kind of agree with, but I
Yeah.
also like don't agree with it because think about it this way.
Well, you're talking about Steve Harvey right now, right?
No, but I do know what you're talking
Okay,
about. Like I know
okay.
he went on that. Like
Okay.
he was he was right on that because I tell this to every girl with a lot of male friends. I'm like, you think that he doesn't want to fuck you, right? And she's like, well, yeah. I'm like, well, yeah. However, if you hit him up right now and said, I want to fuck you, he'd be like, I'm down.
And that goes
Always.
for any
Every-
guy,
Every single guy.
unless they have a girl and they're loyal. But every guy
But
who's
pretty-
single,
Every single guy who's friends with a single female.
if the female hits, like it's the opposite though. If the guy hits up the girl and like, yo, like
Nah,
you trying to
she-
come
she
over,
won't be
whatever,
down.
she'll be, oh, I'm busy, But if the girl says, yo, like come
The
over,
guy
like
is
I'm alone,
going.
he's unless he's fucking hanging out with Drake or some shit, he's going.
He's
bro.
going.
He's going.
You
And
know?
that's like it's
And
fucked up.
Even still on that topic, I think that in a way, 9 out of 10 times, unless you're like romantically involved with a girl,
Yeah.
she's not gonna do you wrong. So it's like, think about it. If you're having sex with a girl, you're dating a girl, or you're in love with a girl, whatever, the only way she could really do you wrong in a way is by like, cheating on you, like
Leaving
breaking up
you.
with you, or just doing something fucked up,
You know what it is? Expectations.
I have no expectations for people, like at all, like zero.
Yeah.
But
That's a good way to live though, because
For sure.
expectations will fuck you over.
think about that, like barring like the one-off girl, like who's a setup thing that just tries to get you robbed. How is a girl doing you wrong? If you're not romantically involved with her,
Facts.
That's literally why men are such good friends. They have no expectations of each other, and there's no chance they're ever having sex with each other. They're friends forever. Boom, there you go.
Yo, that actually my brother, like I've had a conversation like this with my brother. It's like he says, I don't know, it's like just talking about like girlfriends versus friends. It's like if you're a friend with someone, like you're just hanging out, whether you're just hanging out and smoking or fucking hanging out, going to a bar or some shit, or doing anything with your male friend. Whereas a girlfriend, they'll get mad at you if you don't text them that day. They'll get mad at you if you don't talk to them.
There's no
enough,
expectations from guys.
Exactly.
Like literally, like I have like guy friends you could go 3 months without talking to. You link up, it's like, oh, like
Well, yo, real
catch
quick,
up in 30 seconds.
move your mic a little, like push it. Yeah, exactly. But what were you saying?
Literally, like you could go 3 months without seeing your boy, and then link up. You catch up in 30 seconds,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, like shit. It's like you saw each other yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, like there's no issue. There's no expectations. I don't have
Yeah.
one guy friend who's ever like expecting me to get them a gift on their birthday. You know, you get someone a
Yeah.
gift on your birthday because you want to.
Yeah.
You know, like
And they
girls
won't get mad if you
girls
don't.
expect like everybody to just drop their life for their birthday.
Yo, that shit is actually fucked. Sweet 16s, sweet 17, sweet 18, sweet 19, sweet 20s. You know what I mean?
I'm turning 21. Let's go to Vegas, bitch. Like,
yo, like no, you got a fucking surgery? No, come to Vegas.
yeah,
like,
exactly. No.
whoa,
Still,
you know?
nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm the type of person that like I value like the birthday. I think it's
I
like
could tell your listening party. This
You
guy
know?
he threw a really fuck.
true. That's
Yeah, bro.
that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, this guy threw a wonderful fucking listening party. That was
Respect.
really fun.
Did you have fun?
I did.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
I met a lot of good people. I heard some good music, you know. Had some good cake. Nah, the cake.
Yo, the
nah,
cake. Yeah, the cake was there.
It was good. It was I don't like sweet shit, and it was really sweet. And I got home and I was like low key. I was really drunk.
But yeah.
So I was trying to puke, and like I was kind of at that point where I was like spitting, like trying to puke, and it was just brown shit because of the fucking cake, bro. It was so
The
disgusting,
fucking cake.
so disgusting. But
yeah, exactly. I value the birthday like
yeah,
more than a few times. Like I have friends where like they hit me up and they're just like, "Oh, I have nothing going for my birthday." I'm like, "Bro, what?" Like either girls too. I'm just like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I'm like, "How do you have nothing going for your
I'm
birthday?"
kind of like that though.
What do you mean?
Like I don't do shit for my birthday. I don't.
But
I don't
I'd be the
like
type-
holidays.
That's fair. But I would be the type of person that I would hit you up. I'm like, "Yo, it's your birthday. What are you saying?" And you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, like I'm not doing anything." I'm like, "Bro,
I fuck with
all
people
that."
like that. Though.
You know?
I don't have a lot of people like that, but I fuck with that. So
I'm
heavy.
that person. Like
Yeah.
I try to make people's birthdays like better, you know, because like a lot of people like don't care. Like some people don't even have family to like wish them a happy birthday.
Yeah, it's sad.
You know, so
Yeah.
like fucking if I could like just make a few phone calls, get a club reservation together, get
Yeah.
her or him on all of their friends together who otherwise they wouldn't have seen because no one put together anything for them.
Sure.
Why not, bro? Like that's pretty much my job other than being a rapper, being like an event promoter. That's what it is. It's bringing people together.
I can tell. You seem like the type of guy who just like who likes being around people, good people,
Good people.
and who just fucking brings like let's say you have two groups of friends, you just bring them together and then like, all right, my job's done. Let me go bring two other groups of friends together.
you know?
It's like it's
And
fucked.
then when that makes you money,
That's a whole different thing.
Yo, everybody wins. No one gets taken advantage of. Like you get your money, people have fun, everyone involved in the event makes money.
Well, that's the thing. Just
Everyone
you
has
throwing
fun.
your listening party. I had JT on the podcast. I had Trevor J fucking coming to record.
Shout out Trevor, love Trevor.
Shout
That's
out
my
Trevor,
boy.
bro. I'm trying to have him on the podcast soon. He's a really good guy. Just human being wise, really good guy.
That guy would be the best guest. Let me tell you.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
He'd
'Cause
be the best fucking guest.
he reminds me a lot of myself. Like when he was in the studio talking to me, and he was just saying some fucked up shit that like I could relate to completely. Like I was like, yo, I relate to that. Like
yeah.
like I feel you on that, and I don't really like. I feel like the way I think about life and shit, not a lot of people do, but I feel like I can relate to him
For sure.
in that way, and I fuck with that.
Very
heavy.
personable guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Shout out Trevor J, bro.
Shout out my boy Trevor.
Trevor, yo, he's fire. But yeah, I fuck with that though. How you just bring people together, cause shit,
Too
fucking
much pulling people apart. It's all about
Bro,
bringing people together.
that's the thing. People will pull each other apart. Every day that shit happens, but we need more people in life like you that just bring them together. You know, it's like the glue. You know.
Exactly. I think like just like, you know, like it's about offering like a person like a personal connection, you know? Like
Yeah.
I find like so many club promoters, event promoters, like they just don't like give a shit. It's like these are the people who are making you money. Like I've said this about a lot of things. It's like whatever happened to like you're paying a lot of money for something. Like where is like the customer service in like a lot of things where it's like they appreciate you for being like a valued customer and spending that money.
Exactly. That's how I
know?
feel as an engineer. If someone's paying me $50 an hour, which 2 years ago, I couldn't even. 2-3 years ago, I couldn't even like. I was trying to be a rapper, or whatever.
Mhm.
I couldn't go to a studio and spend $50 an hour. I didn't have any money. Whereas
Exactly.
now, people every day are hitting me up for 2-3 hour sessions for $50 an hour, and I have to make sure that they come here and then leave with a smile on their face because they had a
Exactly.
good mix, they had a good experience, and that goes for everything in life. Whether you go to fucking Walmart Well, Walmart's different, bro. They're
But
just
you know what I
teenagers,
mean?
like,
Like with a
tryna-
club promoter, it's
Yeah,
like they just
club
care.
for
Like you
sure.
fucking
Yeah.
confirm it. They're making their bread. That's it. It's like where's like the hospitality? Like
Yeah.
making sure everything's taken care of.
Hospitality's a big thing.
You know?
You know, offering
important.
them anything. You know, whether it's offering them a conversation. You know, like that shit's free. Takes 2 minutes out of your day. Just talk to them.
Respect.
Offering them respect.
Respect's free.
Bro.
Being nice is free.
Supporting JSHRIER is free. You know.
Click that like button and subscribe button. It's free.
Yo, like, but you make a really good point with that. Some people just don't do enough, but some people do a lot more than enough.
Too
though.
much.
Yo, yeah, exactly.
Some people do too much.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
Go stream that right now. You know.
Too much self promo.
Anyway, yeah.
What else? What else we trying to talk about?
Well,
what more would
I
you like
was
to
trying to
know?
mention this fucking 30 minutes ago when we were talking about
Jeez.
shows, and I forgot about it. But, are you trying to do any like tours soon, or are you kind of waiting for the right opportunity?
Well, yo, basically what I'm planning is anywhere I travel, I'm gonna set something up. So it's like Toronto was kind of last
Oh.
minute, and like, but now I know because I did something there. Next time I go back, I know exactly where. Like, if I wanted to organize something, I can. So it's like if I want to do like if I want to go to Europe and like I want to go to like Amsterdam, Paris, Spain, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere I'm going, I could just set something up, and in a way, it's a tour. Like if you're making money, if you're making
yeah.
money every show, and you're making new fans in different places, and every time you do a different show, you're in a different country or city, you're touring.
That's true. Yeah.
You know,
That's
you don't
true.
have to like do it all at once. Like, I know, like, you know, you just gotta take it a day at a time, especially
Yeah.
for something like that. Because for touring, it's like obviously in the future, I'm ever big enough. Like, I'd take that chance. It's fucking my two favorite things: traveling and music, and making money, all in once.
Three favorite things, yeah.
3 favorite things. True.
Yeah.
Well, money and like music, they go hand in hand. Like, I'd have to spend money to make that money anyway. Like traveling,
Yeah.
you know. So,
For sure.
but
That'd be cool though. I never seen anybody do that. Just like, yo, fuck booking a tour in advance. Let me just travel and do it the day of or 2
bro,
days before.
be a fucking bum. Literally stay in a hostel and literally just have a bag full of designer for when you go and perform, bro. Taking a train across the different countries, bro.
Yeah.
You're not flying. You're saving so much money,
Facts. As long as you're with the right people though.
bro. I would do that myself.
Really?
I would do that myself.
Damn. You heard it here
Straight
first.
up, yo, the people. I would hit up the people in the city who I'm organizing the show with, or like who I'd be performing, or like whatever, and I'd just be like, yo, let me roll with you the 2 days I'm there.
That's a fucked up idea. I like that.
Yeah, I'd couch surf like fully. I'd do that shit.
You'd what?
Couch surf.
Coach surf, like bus?
Couch surf.
Oh, couch surf.
Go
Yeah.
from like place to place, sleep on
Yeah,
people's
yeah,
couch.
yeah.
Bro,
Whether
there's-
you have like fans out there or
there's
something.
too many prideful artists, bro.
Oh, that shit will fuck you up.
There's too many prideful artists. Know when to say like, okay, I have money, but do I have enough money to stay in a 5-star hotel every single night when I'm traveling? Fuck no. I'm trying to make money.
I seen that with Polo G. It was like his mom or some shit made like a statement. It was like at the beginning when Polo G first started blowing up, like Finer Things and all that shit, you know, around that time, him and his team, whatever, they were like, the money they were making from shows and like touring, it wasn't enough to cover the expenses of going on these
Yeah.
tours and going to
But
these different
at the end of the
cities.
day, if I could do it for free, I would.
The shows?
Dude, if I could travel for free.
Yeah, 100%.
That's fucking lit.
I feel like anybody would do that. I mean,
You know,
maybe not
money
everybody,
saved
but-
is money earned. So like if you wanted to go to all these places anyway,
That's cap though. If you see like, oh, this TV is $707,000, you're
No,
not
'cause you're
saving
still
300.
spending.
You're still spending 300.
but at the same time,
$700.
if you don't spend any of that $700, you made $700. That's $700 you
Yeah.
no longer have.
Because you got something from it, right?
Yeah,
So,
like you
yeah.
kept the money, so you saved it. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So like same way, like if you were gonna spend like 20K on a tour, and then you make 20K,
You're
and the tour is free, but you wanted to travel all these places
Then,
anyway,
yeah.
then like the money you saved of 20 grand is still basically 20 grand you
I
didn't
guess,
have to
yeah.
spend that you could put into something else.
I guess that's true.
So in a way, like it's
If you
not
break
the best
even, yeah.
financial advice. The best financial advice is just always keep making more money. Everyone thinks fucking saving is gonna get you rich. Like it's
No.
not. Make more money.
No, don't cut down on your expenses. Make more fucking money.
Make more money.
Yeah,
That's facts.
I honestly I was thinking about that a lot when I first started making money from the studio. I was like, I like, yo. Well, actually, at that time, actually, that's cap. I was just spending a lot of money because I didn't have money before. But after a little while, I was like, yo, like I gotta stop spending money.
Me too.
And
Yep.
especially during quarantine, which I didn't really have to spend money, but I just stayed at home every day doing nothing.
So you have so much money saved. You're like, I'm
Exactly.
actually fucking rich right now.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But it's like, yo, if I were to just make a little bit more money, then I
I'd
would
be
have been,
up, you
I'd
know?
be up, you know. And I still don't even follow that advice, but it's all good. I mean, actually, that's low-key why I started like photography and shit, just trying to make more money, you know. But I don't like I can get into crypto, which I have, and stocks and all that shit.
I don't trust crypto at all.
I
It's gonna
wish
crash one
I
day.
didn't trust it, but I put a little bit of money in there. Whatever, that's a whole different thing. But I feel like I'm the type of person that I like making, like, of course I would love to have some passive income right now, but I like making money from like going out, taking photos, or having
sure.
clients at the studio, or like doing some shit that I created, doing some shit that I want to do, and then just making money from it instead of sitting at home doing nothing, making money.
Yeah.
Like fuck all that. Like if I was just like a millionaire, but I was stuck at home every single day, what's the point?
Well, I feel like we all have like health issues from staying inside so long because of COVID. Because literally, like,
Well,
men,
me, it's just a studio.
well, like,
It's fuck COVID. It's a studio that's got me some health
but
issues.
I mean, like, a lot of people when they retire, like, they die faster because they're not doing anything. Literally. So like us having done nothing, it's like you, even if you're inside, you're not doing nothing. Like you're still focused on something for a long
I
period
guess
of time. You're
boredom kills
working.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, boredom literally kills you. Like doing it kills your brain. Like it just kills your body.
Vegetable. I'm sorry. That was uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
I'm fucking dead.
That was fucked up. But yeah. No, I think.
This guy said vegetable.
Anyway, yeah, no, boredom could kill you, make you brain dead.
Stay active.
Yeah, I mean that's a problem I got though. Like yeah, I'm active in the sense that I fucking stare at a screen all day every day with clients, whether like other people are in the room or they're not. I'm still staring at a screen, fucking up my back.
Yeah.
Staying inside where there's no daylight because I blocked off the windows with acoustic panels. Like there's no daylight, there's nothing, none of that. So it's like, how healthy am I? You know, I don't go to the gym, I don't eat good, I just stay in the studio all fucking day.
You're young, you're fine.
That's what people keep telling me, and it's like I agree with that. But it's like I'll be like the way it's going, I'm gonna be doing this shit my whole life. So it's like fuck. I mean, I don't really give a fuck.
Once again, stay active. Just exercise.
It's hard, bro.
Stretch,
I don't know.
Go to a chiropractor.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
Get
yeah. You just
blue
gotta
light
give me
glasses.
solutions. You get what?
blue light glasses. Like
I have.
there you go.
Well, like my glasses that I have, last year, like the guy at the optometrist, whatever, put in like something that like protects your eyes from the screen or some shit like that.
Bro, you're chilling.
Yeah, but I don't wear my glasses. Actually, no, I don't even wear my glasses when I mix. So fuck it. But
You
yeah.
should.
No, I should. What do you do to stay active though?
I just started playing basketball again. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to go as often as I can.
You went to that event, right?
Yeah,
What was it called?
the charity game
Yeah.
that Villa hosted.
Villa, yeah. No, that was cool. I wish I was there, but I had a haircut that day. But
All day.
but nah, it's just like it was at the exact same time.
Nah, I feel you.
But my client, Swizzy, who was there, he FaceTimed me.
I was guarding him.
Yeah.
I was guarding Susie.
Yeah. Fucking I never seen him play ball actually. Was he good?
I don't think he dropped no buckets on me.
Shit. But yeah, he called, like I was on the way back from my haircut and he called me, and I forget who was there, but KMG, like he put people on the phone. It was like KMG and maybe other people. He put people on the phone though, and I was like, "Oh, what's up?" But I didn't actually go, which I was sad about. But it would have been cool.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it looked fun as fuck. And I feel like a lot of people were involved, like different people, like
most
mad
definitely.
artists.
I met a lot of people still.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you worked with anyone since then?
Well, I'm not really doing like collabs like that right now. Like, like if I fuck with the person, I'll work with them. But at the same time,
Yeah.
like I also just learned like even if you put a lot of money and effort and make sure the quality is like A1 with an artist, like they're not gonna match the same energy.
Like you're saying,
A lot of
lot of
like
the time?
collaborating artists, like they don't match the energy like that, you're giving the same project, whether it's like if you ask them to like contribute financially, and even if you don't expect that, like, something simple like fucking posting it every day, So like that's why like now
for sure,
so like
yeah.
now that's why like when I work with other artists, like if we're dropping a song, it's like I give a full contract.
really?
Yeah, for sure, full contract. Like if I'm buying a feature, so it's like exactly what I'm paying for, payment schedule. It's like I'll pay you. You start this. I get this. I'll give you the rest of the money.
And then what do you do if they don't follow through with the contract?
Well, I do all business on PayPal, so like you can't get finessed on PayPal. You know.
You don't do e-transfers?
Hell no. For feature anything for like music, yeah, like or like for like a session, you know, like I went, if I go for a session, you know, I'll give cash or give an e-transfer on the spot. Like
but features, no.
Well, features like not really like I would definitely I PayPal that shit because like I've been scammed a few times, but like because it was on PayPal, I get it back. But because it was
if it's business though, right?
Either way, really.
Yo, I got scammed on PayPal, but I couldn't get the money back because it was like I put it as like a friend or whatever.
No one finesses JSHRIER.
You heard it here first. Don't try to finesse JSHRIER.
At least online.
Yeah.
At least online. Fuck.
Yo. Yeah. But yo, Pressa.
What about Pressa?
Did you just get a feature from Pressa? No?
Oh,
who
okay.
told me
Yo,
that?
that's so funny.
Someone
Yo, that
told me
sounded like
that.
Pressa, right?
I don't know.
Okay, so
Someone
me and JT
told me that.
Who told you that?
I don't remember.
We were at the studio. Me and
remember.
JT were at the studio. And like I like to do this thing where I talk like Pressa because I think it's fucking hilarious. Pressa. It's just fucking funny.
So it
like,
was you.
It was me. Like I rapped like Pressa, and then JT just put on his stories. Like the Pressa feature came in. Like
Well, I saw that.
we were just fucking around.
But like that, I was like, oh, that's cool. But I didn't like, yo. Someone told me, Shrier just copped a feature from Pressa. That shit's gonna go crazy. I forget who it was though.
I don't know, but Styx has a song with Pressa.
That's not out yet. Yeah.
That song's fucking hard, bro. That's like
Actually, yo, he didn't even make me listen to that. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up right after. I'm gonna say, yo, send me that.
Cause yo,
he
like
keeps talking to me about it, but he never shows.
Yo, the song's fucking crazy. Like both of them snapped. They sound really good together, and like it's honestly like one of the hardest I've ever heard Pressa go. Like this
Really?
man got blessed, like one of the best Pressa features of like all time.
But he said he doesn't want to release it until the time's right or some shit, right?
Well, he's waiting the right fucking amount of time because if he dropped that like a year ago, it would have done nothing, and now Pressa's up. So like that guy's smart for holding on to it. So like. Yo, shout out Styx. Shout out Styx and Moss, bro, because they know what they're doing, bro. Like,
yeah, they're good with like this marketing and everything.
You know, like when you buy a feature or like if you get blessed with a feature by an artist, hang on to it. You never know what's gonna happen. If you believe in that artist, like if an artist is at their top potential, drop it now. But I guess
it's like stocks.
It's literally like a stock. It's literally like a stock, and they fucking held that. That shit's worth way more now.
Yeah.
Because the Pressa feature is like at least like 30, 40K now.
Woo!
Probably at least, bro. This guy's up. Like
shit.
He's dropping songs with serious people.
Yeah, Coyle Ray.
He doesn't even have a song with her.
Attachments remix.
Oh, you're right. Coyle Ray ruined that song. I swear she did. Like I like Coyle Ray. She ruined that song.
Just me and my twin and that shit's actually catchy as fuck.
She makes TikTok music.
Yeah, literally. No More Parties though. First time I heard that, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, that's fire as fuck. I was like, yo, I'm trying to mix this shit. I wish I could mix this. A month later, Styx hits me up. He's like, yo, I have this No More Parties remix. Can you mix this for me? I was like, yo, manifestation.
Do it.
Like, bro, it was actually a good song too. Did you hear the No More Parties remix? I fucked with that. I think the mix could have been better, but it was a good song though. He's in that cool. I don't know. It was fire. But yeah. He's definitely smart though for holding on to that shit. So you don't have a feature with Pressa. That's tough.
No,
I thought
feature.
you did.
I do have a track coming with another Toronto artist though. No Joke Jigsaw.
Never heard of him.
He's tough still. That's the homie.
Are you waiting for the right time to drop that too, or are you gonna drop that?
It's
soon?
actually like we're in the middle of making it. Like I just finished up my part and I just sent him the open today actually. So
nice.
Getting that soon.
You recorded that today?
No. Me and JT worked on it for like a week or two, and then I got the final version today. So I'm set like the mixed version at least with the open. So I sent it to him.
Nice.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do a video for it too and shit.
You're gonna go to Toronto, or he's gonna come here?
It would be better if he came here because all my connections are here. If I go to
Yeah.
Toronto, it's just gonna be like spend another $3,000 for no reason.
Damn, that's how much.
No. I spent
Okay.
like $1,500 when I went to Toronto.
Okay.
Toronto's a fucking expensive city for no
Yo,
reason.
it's the Popeyes.
Yeah.
Like I go there and I'm buying Popeyes like
it was
2
the
times a
Jollibee
day.
for me, bro.
The what?
Jollibee,
What's that?
bro. It's like Filipino food, fried chicken, bro. It's so good.
That's
Yeah.
not the restaurant you told me about. You told me about Fran's, right?
Yo, Franz is dope too, though.
Okay.
That shit slap. Did you go?
Nah, we went to cause we didn't have time to walk all the way there, which we ended up doing anyway.
Yeah,
But
Toronto.
like we didn't think like, oh, we're not gonna walk all the way
Ends
there,
up being
and then
right there anyway. You're like, fuck.
exactly. So we went to this restaurant. It was called I don't know what it's called. It was kind of like a sports bar, but like fancier a little bit, and it was good. But bro, we went to like 6 different brunch places. Me and like my girl and I went to 5 or 6 different brunch places. They were all full. That shit was tough. And then me and you switched places. You were at the Eaton Center. I was like, I bet. I went there, and then you're like, oh, I'm at the CN Tower, and I was like, oh fuck, I was just there. It's tough, bro, but it's all good.
I miss Toronto, man.
I was only there for 3 days, and like I felt like it was my home for a little bit, you know.
You know?
Cause me, like, I'm pretty good with like directions and shit, and I went to Toronto last summer, like
You already like
2020.
knew where everything was.
Yeah, so like I went there for 3 days last summer also, and then I came this time and I knew where everything was, bro. Like people would be like, yo, Ace, where do we go? Like how do we get there? And I'm like, just go this way, turn right here. It's like I love that city, bro.
It's on the Google Maps.
Yo, like all in here. It's all in here, you know. But that shit is a fun city,
Trust.
and I'm trying to go do more like networking things there and more music shit there.
Most
and
definitely.
I told myself first time I went to Toronto, which was just for my birthday, we just went, me and like my brother and friends and shit, just for no reason. I told myself, like I was standing on the balcony the last day, I said, I'm not coming back here unless it's for some music shit. Like never in my life. And then a year later we had a show and I said, I bet I'm going to Toronto for a show. So
No
it was
cap.
cool. Manifest shit for real. Do you manifest?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
I wake up every day. I say I'm gonna be rich every single day.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
gotta.
good. Yeah, for real, bro. Because first of all, it feels so much better once you actually do it. Like just little things, you know.
I knew it. You're like I knew it.
Bro, I
Doesn't even surprise you.
exactly. That's the thing. Like you think about it for so long, it doesn't surprise you. I told myself I was gonna work at Makeway, bro. I'd be working at Makeway now. I told myself I was gonna work with this specific artist. I work with this specific artist now, and this has happened many times with artists. I said, yo, I'm gonna work with him. He hits me up a couple months later. You know, it's just life is funny as fuck, and you gotta know that shit. You gotta know that, yo, if I manifest this, it'll happen. And it's true. Yo, you good? You look like you're about to fucking tear up.
Oh no,
shit.
because I just yawned.
Oh shit! I was like, yo, am I talking that deep right now?
Man's
You
like
know?
that. You got me. He just
Yo,
knew.
for
He
real.
just knew what I was talking about, man.
For real. But back to the features thing. Who's your favorite feature that you've gone?
For sure, the one with Travs right now.
Too much?
Yeah, for sure. I only have like. I only had like 2 features on my first EP, and like I fuck with them. My boys Sakif and Tommy.
First EP was first of the month? No,
No,
that was a song, right?
Yeah, Insomnia. I dropped that in like 2019 or 2018.
Oh shit!
But I don't have that many features. I have a song with Kofi. Big
From
Kofi.
Toronto?
No,
Oh,
Big
okay,
Kofi.
from Montreal.
Yeah,
Okay.
who I definitely fuck with. And but Travs for sure. I think like just like the way we collabed, like it was like very organic and like it went back and forth. You know.
Your voices sounded really good together.
Thank you. Yeah, no, trust. I think it was a good collaboration. Like I think we could definitely make more shit happen.
For sure. Honestly, any artist like you fuck with, just say, yo, I'm gonna work with him one day. Back to the manifestations, and you just say, I'm gonna work with him,
Facts.
and it'll happen. Like Pressa or whoever, I don't know. Keep mentioning Pressa.
Anybody I want to work with, I'm gonna work with. It'll happen.
Facts. Any type of money you want, you'll get it.
Facts.
But we talked about your favorite video too. Do you have a favorite song? Maybe too much.
Yeah, no, I told you like barely speaking or no practice.
Oh yeah,
like, one
facts.
or
You
the
did say
other.
that. Yeah.
One or the other. Probably no practice. Like it's actually funny because like one of my friends, she told me that her parents like genuinely liked that song and like they played in the car. And shit.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking epic that like someone's parents like my music.
Have you ever walked down the street and heard someone playing your music in a car or something like that?
Nah, I don't think so.
Really?
Nah.
That must be a cool feeling. Once it happens, that's gonna be cool as fuck.
I know there are people who definitely play my music like in their car. I've just never like come across it.
Yeah, because that has to be random as fuck.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure. That's like coincidental.
You're walking out St. Catherine or some shit and you hear like getting
like that
this money
doesn't
too
even happen
much.
to like Drake. Like Drake's like I'm not outside like that.
Yeah, actually, yeah, trust.
You know, like he doesn't just walk down the street.
Probably,
And go, oh
yeah.
shit, that guy's playing my music.
Trust. But I was walking out Toronto. I swear I heard Drake's.
Yeah, for sure. They play that shit
Bro,
everywhere.
like any of those restaurants that play music on the outside too, for like the little fucking terraces
he's
and
the
shit.
mayor, bro.
Yeah, it's just crazy, bro. Like you hear Drake's music everywhere. You see Drake clothes everywhere. Like
He's
you
on,
literally,
like billboards and posters.
shit's crazy, bro. are you trying to do anything like that for Montreal in the future?
Man, I don't even know. Like, I used to like care a lot about putting Montreal on, but like I feel like the only way you can is if like you take it somewhere else. So it's like I could put on.
Yeah, you have to go somewhere else and come back.
I could put Montreal on the map like elsewhere, but like I don't think there's anything that I could do personally for Montreal right now that like Drake could do for Montreal.
Yeah.
Until I get to a point where like I'm competing like at Drake's level. Like I have to like he's at least from Toronto. It's like he had to be from Toronto to make Toronto happen, but like Montreal is not the spot. It's not
At least not right now.
We have like way too many talented artists here. It's just there's like I said, there's no support system. Like people at the end of the day have to fuck with your music. So it's like, why? Like in Toronto, right? Like someone could be a fan of Pressa and also be a fan of Houdini, right? But I feel like here, even though they were like part of like the same like gang or like label or whatever, I feel like here, you could literally have two artists who are like semi-related, like in a way. But you'd be like, nah, I prefer that artist over that artist. Like, you can't just appreciate both.
Yeah.
You know?
That's facts.
Like, if someone goes like, oh, like, did you hear, like, SHRIER song with Trav? Someone could be like, yeah, it was hard, but, like, like, Trav's was better. Like, I like Trav's music more. It's like, why can't you just say, like, yeah, this song was hard. I fuck with them both.
Yeah.
You don't have to put one person down by bringing another person up. I feel like that's a lot about Montreal. Also, it's just, like, the language barrier for sure. We're never going to reach that. We're never going to reach past that, bro.
It's too much French and English and back to fucking French and English. It's like there's so many different artists, like you said, but it's like split in half. It's whether you're English music or a French artist or English artist, and it just doesn't work together. Like it's fucked. Unless all these French artists start making English music or all these English artists start making.
You gotta switch it up at some point,
Actually, like I work with an artist with this label and. He just dropped a French song because it would cater more to the French audience, So like I think shit like that is smart.
For sure it is.
Not a lot of people do it just because.
Like when Lil Baretti did that song.
What song did he do?
Fuck, what was it called? He did a song with a bunch of guys from Montreal, and he spoke French in it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and like it has like 1 million views. Like it went viral because people were like, "Yo, like he spoke in French." Like you like put on for Montreal. He's not even from here. Like yo, that's hard. Like you know what I mean? Like. You could do that, but like if you're from Montreal and you're an English artist, it's like, yo, if you're an English artist from literally anywhere else and you come to Montreal and you do a song and you do like a few lines in French, people are like bowing at your feet. But if you're from Montreal and you're not French and you do a French song, it's just like, bro,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? Same way when like a French artist tries to rap in English, it's like,
yeah,
only a few could do that. Only like very, very, very few could switch it up, do it at the same time, do a song in English, do a song in French. Like there's
I can't even think of anyone who can.
Rosalvo.
Yeah?
Rosalvo is crazy. Like, yeah, he makes songs in English that are as good as his French songs. And he's like, I think he's like his first language is French.
That's cool.
Yeah, his shit's hard.
Fucking Enema kind of.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, in a way.
So yeah, I mean, there's like some people out here doing some decently big things, decent sized things. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, like you said, there's no support system. So even if you're fucking going crazy, they're not gonna support you,
Facts.
And so if you're a French artist, just go to fucking France.
Yeah.
And if you're an English artist, just go to the States, Toronto or the States, Get away from this fucking city. No, I'm playing. I love Montreal.
I love Montreal too, but it's not the spot for music.
Trust.
So.
It's actually like, I don't know. Maybe one day though,
Maybe one day someone will do it. I believe someone will. Someone will put Montreal on still.
Yeah. Trust.
It's just gonna be a long time. It feels like a long time because we have a lot of talent right now.
Yeah.
And it's like if someone hasn't done it yet, I'm questioning it. I'm questioning it. It could be me. Could be you. Could be anybody.
Yo, literally, bro. But I mean, if a French artist come, which they have, as an engineer, it's the same job to me. I'm not like, it doesn't change shit for me whether they're making French music or English music. It's all the same shit to me.
Music is music.
Yeah, literally, bro.
Vibes are vibes. It's a feeling more than what you're hearing.
Yeah, for sure.
Bars. Unintentional bars.
I mean, unless you're someone like Eminem,
Yeah.
Or like even J. Cole, he's kind of vibey too.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're someone like Eminem or people like that, it's really like you gotta listen to the lyrics. But in that case, then it matters. But if you're just going for the vibes, bro, any type of music is fucking good. I mean, that's not true. But any type of music like could be listenable even if it's not in your own language,
True.
But yeah. But yeah,
I could appreciate whatever.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
whatever
Me
sounds
too.
good, sounds good.
Me too. Like I like listen to French music sometimes. You know.
Still,
Yeah.
me too. Here and there.
Exactly.
Depends the
We need
vibe.
more people like that though. You know.
Do you think like people come to Montreal and then like after like on the way out of Montreal like let me listen to this French rap song?
No.
No. I went to
Definitely
Toronto
not.
and I left and I was just bumping Toronto music like for like 3 weeks after.
It kind of gives you like that vibe. Like every time I go to Toronto, the
You
first songs
feel
I
the
play when I get
vibes
to
of, of like why the music's like that.
yeah. Every time I'm entering the city, I'm listening to some Toronto shit. Whether it's the
Okay.
fucking Weekend, whether it's Houdini, whether it's Drake, whether it's fucking Pressa or Northside Benji or anyone, like I'm trying to listen to that shit. You know.
Still and you watch the music videos and like you really feel it. Like when you're there, or you've been there, like you've been to that city, like you really feel it, like why the music sounds that way.
Yeah.
Like why things are the way they are, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's crazy.
And I just fuck with how everything's English.
Yeah.
Like I go to a restaurant, I don't gotta worry
Oh,
about
it's
speaking
so
French. It's really nice. Stop signs and shit like that. Like just regular parking signs. That shit is fucking blessed. That's why I fuck with Ontario. Well, Toronto. And then but yeah, I'm trying to go to the States soon though. But yeah.
Oh God.
But so yo, you don't have any other upcoming any projects coming up?
I'm just working right now. I'm building the catalog. I'm trying to find like I have an image, you know, but I'm trying to have a brand. Like I'm trying to
That's more important.
Yeah, it's more important.
It's more long term.
Exactly. So I'm trying to brand myself before anything and like when I come back with some like new shit, like I want it to be like a different JSHRIER. Like I want it to be on some different shit. I want it to be taken more seriously. I want to have a different sound. I want like the visuals to be higher quality, be appreciated better. Like I want every time I draw something, they're like, he's upping his game every single time. I don't want it to just be normal. So like I'm focused on like right now, like life's crazy right now. So I'm kind of just focused on putting out like the best quality content I can, you know, and I'm not necessarily like worried about like, oh, I need to drop tomorrow. Tomorrow. But for sure, bro, like I'm going to come back with like a bang in January.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm about to drop a bunch of depression music in February when everyone's sad as fuck because they're lonely on Valentine's Day and it's cold as fuck outside.
Bro.
But I'm coming back January with a banger. Like I'm starting the year with a fucking banger with a music video, all that. Trust me.
I bet.
January.
You heard it here first, motherfuckers. Like, yo.
Don't know when, but January.
Look out for January, JSHRIER. Look out for February, JSHRIER again. We're gonna go
JSHRIER.
crazy. Just look out
March,
for JSHRIER.
April, possibly more JSHRIER.
2023, more JSHRIER. You know?
More life, more blessings, more JSHRIER.
Yo, happy birthday. You know? Yo, I think this is a good spot to end this interview, podcast off, though.
For sure.
That was a good podcast, but thank you for coming on, bro.
Thanks for having me, bro.
You're pretty interesting, you know. I fuck with your story and shit. I fuck with your views. Just interesting, you know.
Respect, bro.
So, yeah.
I think you were a very good host.
Thank you.
For sure, bro. We should do this. We should do this again sometime and have all the boys in here, you know, like collectively surrounded like a round table.
Yo, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Cause I'm supposed to be having a guest on soon that wants to bring his producer, and I'm trying to figure out what do I do.
Get like a bigger table, and just put like one mic in the middle. Or like.
I mean, it's not really about.
I could go all the way around. Like you could try to just like flip it whenever someone wants to talk.
I mean, like, for that, it's not the biggest deal. It's like if it's him and his producer, you know, the producer probably won't be talking too much. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yo, if the producer wants to talk, just like the mic, you know, mic to the producer. But it's more about the seating. Like, where the fuck am I about to put another chair? You know, for the camera to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, true.
So I'm gonna figure that out, but maybe it'll have to be in the studio.
That would even be cool.
In the studio, yeah, trust, because there's like 2 couches.
You
in
should
there.
have like a different segment, like not a podcast, but in a way, like.
Oh, I am.
Like
That's
in the studio.
That's why the channel's not called the Bace Podcast. It's just called the Bace.
Okay.
Because it's just gonna be a whole thing. Like I don't know when yet, but I'm gonna start doing like studio vlogs, maybe show vlogs. You know. Different city vlogs, just vlogs and shit, and just cool things that not a lot of engineers are doing, you know.
Still, you know.
Yeah, because I feel like
there's a lot that goes on in those studio sessions that like people want to see, like especially like the creative process.
That's kind of like what made me really start being an engineer. I know we're about to finish this podcast off, but that's one of the things that really made me kind of want to be an engineer. Is like all those like a couple of times I saw videos of people in the studio or people doing that type of shit. it made me really interested in it. And that's why now I'm not just trying to be an engineer that's in the studio working with different clients and artists and that's it. I'm trying to put on for other people. I'm trying to do a whole bunch of different shit that could put me on, and I'm just trying to like really make people see like this lifestyle and what goes on and shit. And I think it'd be really interesting.
I think so too.
It's kind of like music videos, but just real life videos. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Maybe you'll be in some of them. You know, I don't know.
Probably. I probably will
Me
be.
and yeah, trust. Me and JT were talking about doing like a battle of the engineers. Like an artist records a song,
Oh
and then
shit, that's
me
hard.
and JT mix it, but not in the same room as the artist, not in the same room, whatever. Like we're just doing it like he's doing it at his studio, I do it at my studio. Mix the song, send it back to the artist, unlabeled, so like they don't know which one's which, and it's just like they pick, and it could be like a reoccurring thing, you know, with different engineers.
Oh, that's hard. That's so hard.
Yeah, imagine I lose to all of them on my own channel, bro. No, I don't lose. I don't lose.
I don't lose.
Yeah, you know, I think that'd be cool. So yeah, I'm just trying to do a whole bunch of different shit. You'll definitely be a part of it, you know.
I'm down. That sounds hard. I actually fuck with that.
Yeah, I don't know. He thought about it. I don't know. Yeah, I think he thought about it when we were on the podcast.
It's like nothing
we
but
were talking
honesty
about it.
because you can't lie about which song you like.
Literally, because you're biased, you know.
Yeah,
like,
there's no bias.
like
on
let's say it
that.
was you, JT's your engineer.
You know.
You would probably pick him just because it's like, oh, like.
Nah, not even.
Offended.
I would
Okay.
be fully unbiased on
Some
something
people
like
would though. Some people definitely would.
I would tell JT, come on, man, you need to step your game up.
Yeah.
Like, if your song's better, I'm like,
Sure.
oh shit, you know.
Sure, it's like, yo, you don't want to lose me as your client, you know? I'm playing. That's actually the worst feeling, bro. Losing a client as an engineer, fuck. But yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, good fucking episode though.
Yes, sir.
Catch me next Wednesday. I don't know who I'll be having on yet, but catch me next Wednesday at 7 p.m. And I hope you guys enjoyed this shit. Leave a like, subscribe, go listen to his music. His Instagram will be in the description below, so you guys can go check him out. Crazy artist. Fucking go catch him at one of his next shows or some shit. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this shit. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Peace.